Ken Kraetzer at West Point for Sons of the American Legion Radio. Just had a chance to watch the wonderful West Point holiday concert and have a chance to talk to the director of the West Point Band, and that is Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Esch. And Colonel, it was a wonderful concert today. So many traditional songs. You had a full house here at Eisenhower Hall. Maybe just tell us a little bit about some of the music and some of the preparations, some of the performers.
Well, thank you, Ken. I'm glad that you came. I'm glad that you enjoyed the show. We designed a show, a program that would appeal to a wide variety of folks, but especially to families with young children. We have just a huge quantity of fantastic performers, really talented musicians. They come from the finest conservatories our nation has our nation has, and they all audition to come and spend their entire careers here. We have Staff Sergeant Jeremy Gaynor, who is on The Voice. We have Staff Sergeant Emily McAleese-Jernigan, who's great, and Staff Sergeant Carla Loysong, and Master Sergeant Mary Kay Messenger, all of whom are pros. But if you notice that we also have one of our Hellcats who played the role of one of the elves, and that was Sergeant First Class Venditti. It was just a great program, and obviously from crowd reaction, it was really enjoyable. I don't get to see it from my position, so I'm really glad to get the feedback from you that it was great.
No, it was terrific, and the West Point Band we see during the course of the year at so many events, from reception day to we watched you lead the march back from basic training for the cadets and all the football games, and you led the Veterans Day parade in New York City. Tell us some of the events this year and some of the preparation that goes into that.
Well, obviously we start. You mentioned many of them already, but we have a full schedule that we have concerts every week during the summer. We start all of the planning about 9 to 12 months in advance for all of our programs. So the fall is full of football. So right after we finish our concert series at Trophy Point, then we roll right into the football season. As you said, we marched in the Veterans Day Parade in New York City. We did a Halloween concert right before that down in Washington Heights in New York City at the United Palace Theater. That was a lot of fun. And then right after Halloween, we were getting ready for this show, and there's a lot that goes into this program. All of the music that is arranged fresh, new for this program. All of the singers, they had to. There was a lot of theatrics in this program that involved them learning to be actors and stage work that we don't normally do. So this program in particular was a reach, and of course in the middle of that we're doing half times for the football game, so it's a drive all the way through until the holidays.
Absolutely, and some wonderful presentations at the football games this year. If you would just tell us a little bit about your career since you joined us here at West Point in January.
Well, it's just been a year since I joined you here at West Point. I mean, this is a fantastic assignment. Probably the highlight of my time here at West Point was the 4th of July concert when we were able to have the Mormon Tabernacle Choir come and play with us for the plebe classes, first concert after or during their cadet basic training. So that was fantastic, and of course a full summer. Prior to this, I was the commandant of the Army School of Music, where I had the role as being the proponent for the entire Army music program, and prior to that, I was at the Army Band as the deputy commander. It's really exciting here at West Point. We have such fantastic musicians, and we are so ingrained in the cadet life here, playing a significant role in training, educating, and inspiring the Corps of Cadets here. We are deeply involved in not just playing outreach or engagement kinds of concerts for the public, but we actually play a role in training the cadets and working with them. So it's just a really rewarding experience here.
Absolutely, and next Saturday you've got a big performance in Philadelphia at the Army-Navy game when you'll perform, the West Point Band, as the Corps of Cadets marches in and does their famous presentation, all the companies out on the field, an amazing sight. What is that like for you to go down to Philadelphia, prepare the band to help the Corps of Cadets with a march on at the Army-Navy game?
Well, I tell you what, it's such a wonderful tradition, having the opportunity to be part of a legacy here at West Point that dates all the way back to the Revolution. Standing there in front of all of these young people who have given up so much just to start this life of service, it's part of who they are, and they come and do it willingly. So when you get to be out there with all of them and see the spirit and their investment in this new career, this new calling, it's just really rewarding. And I can't tell you, it's very inspiring to be part of that, especially when we get to the end of the football game. Each football game we do the alma mater, and just to have everyone take off their hats, put their hands over their hearts and sing the alma mater. Yeah, you just feel the passion and the patriotism that they bring, and it just really makes you feel good about the future of our country.
Absolutely. Lieutenant Colonel Andrew Esch, the commander of the West Point Band, thank you for all you do and the wonderful work of the West Point Band, telling the story of the U.S. Army through your music.
Thank you very much, Ken. I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Thank you, sir. This is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio at the United States Military Academy.